Well, I think people that watch the race can imagine it was a different race with Gen 3, the way the race progressed. But I hope everybody had fun watching it because it was a bit of a chaos in the racetrack. But in the end, it's how this car actually is optimized to race, and a lot of people doing a lot of mistakes and breaking a lot of pieces of the car. We kept our car intact and we brought it back in the best position we could. No, I mean, of course I didn't enjoy because my car was not performing well. But I have to say that's why I said about the driver, because I think all the drivers, they kind of enjoy. It is a fun race in general. But personally, I just want to take the plane and get out of here.
Thank you. It was really, really good. Obviously, I can't complain at all. Here's the man from Quali. He shows what he can do in the rain.
Yeah, see why I'm at in the race.
Yeah,
P17, mate.
Just car. This isn't the best car, man. But what happened to you?
I was towing the whole train along for the first 3 laps. In my first lap, energy consumption 1.5.
What?
1.5?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oof.
So after lap 1, I was dead.
Yeah, good box.
But I lead a lap.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that
Anyway.
changes the stats. One lap led, 1 pole.
Exactly. Season done.
Season done. Honestly, even last night I was tired. Yesterday's race was hard, and you come into today and FP in the wet, quali for me pretty entertaining today. So you're not 100% come race 2, but somehow I got myself into the right window mentally and made it work. Honestly, it's only 4 or 5 races that we've been consistently strong. Before then I had a no points and I was 13th. So a lot can change, and I can go backwards as far as I've come forwards, and someone else can have a run like me. So early days yet. I think the most extreme for me was season 7 here, but I'm just trying my best to be there each day, and luckily it's working out.
Yeah, we had, I think, 1 test day in the wet, and the car felt okay-ish. But we all see that in the dry the car is just very difficult for us, and we are just struggling a lot. In the wet it seemed to work in FP3, and I got a bit more trust in the car, and generally I'm always feeling quite confident in the wet. So you go into qualifying with a good feeling.
Good quality, huh, my friend?
Yeah, but the race not so.
The race is difficult.
So I go into qualify with a good feeling, and it was a bit emotional in the box, honestly, because the team is having a hard time, the driver's having a hard time of not having the car underneath us. The team is working flat out to be more competitive in the dry, but we just cannot really find the silver bullet. At least we have one in the wet. In Valencia, in the test, we had kind of a hope that we could score points sometimes. But then seeing the first couple of races, obviously after the first race I was out, but I was watching and I was close contact with the engineers all the time, and we all knew that how the season went. So we need a miracle to be in the points. Today we had a miracle. Well, I don't know if it was a miracle, but it rained, and Nico did a good job to stay out of trouble at the beginning. And unfortunately, I was not in a good position, and I was being attacked all the time, and so it was a snowball effect for me from the very first lap, and it just kept on rolling. I don't feel pain; it's a bit stiff, but I do feel that after a race like this, for example, my hand is just getting a bit tired because. If you don't move your underarm for 6 weeks, you see how thin it is compared to the other one. It makes a difference, and it just takes a while to build it up again. We expected this before the start, but I was lifting quite early. I felt like I was lifting quite early at the first 2 laps, just to try to let people by. Fortunately, that they were happy where they were, and they wanted to be in my slipstream, and that's. If you're over-consuming in the first lap so massively, and our energy management of the car is the weakest of the field, I believe. So it's getting worse and worse, and you are chasing that 1.5% down on energy from the very first lap, and you just cannot get it back, and that's what happened. I think if you just look at the races, everybody now it's way more extreme than the last couple of years that no one wants to lead. and everybody is trying to save energy at the beginning to be able, kind of like flat out racing in the last 6-7 laps. But if you have a good car, you can build something up. But if you don't have a good car like we have, it's just very difficult to build something up. So I think the gap from us to the Jags and to the Porsches is just bigger than it seems, honestly. So the Gen 2, yeah, I mean, I had a much better car in Gen 2 than I have now. The racing was, I wouldn't say more fair, but more logic in a way. And here it's just that you see that no one wants to lead, so it's a bit awkward sometimes.
It was. I really enjoyed this race. From the last row of the grid to finish P6 with the fastest lap means a lot of points for us today again, and yeah, really pleased for that. You know, we have a very different dynamic now inside the team compared to before the weekend. So yeah, really pleased for that. It was very well needed, and yeah, I'm really pleased for it. Speaking about the race, you know, lots of overtaking maneuvers, very strategic. I had to be patient, especially at the beginning. You know, getting good energy in the pockets, and then making the right moves, attacking at the right moment. I think we've made a lot of good decisions today, and yeah, this meant at the end we finished with very good points. We will try our very best. You know, it's always hard to predict, but definitely we've got this momentum now on our side, which is very important in sport in general. So yeah, I've got a good feeling about it. We're moving in the right direction. We made some good improvements, and we try to keep progressing like that.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's difficult kind of to imagine being happy with the 9th place when you start from P2, but you know, we are in the situation we are in at the moment with the package we have, and we missed that efficiency and a bit of performance compared to the top teams out there, and we knew we had to execute a perfect race if we wanted to score points, and that's what we did. So I'm very pleased for everybody in the team. They did a great job, and it was good to have a day like today. Well, that's the thing, you know, everybody thinks we needed a morale boost, but I don't think we needed it. We had a great team spirit going even in tough times, and that's what makes me, you know, such a fan of this team, because when it's tough, when things don't go your way, to stick together the way these guys do, and to look ahead and, you know, keep working hard at it, that is not a given, and they really deserve it. They did an awesome job all year long, and I'm looking forward to the next races in them. No, we didn't know, but we had a feeling that it could be better than the dry, because I did some laps in the wet in Valencia at the official test, and I was passing cars there, so I was like, okay, it looks like we're quick, so I had a feeling that it could hopefully play in our hands, and it did.